That sounds great. I'm going to press the next button here, and it's going to send you another email, and we're going to go on to the next step here where we teach you how to do what I just did. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan. Let me get to my email.
All right. Now this.
Great. So now I've signed up, and John, you pressed a button that sent me another email that looks like this. It says, "Welcome to Internet Plan B Marketing System." And then the number 1 says, "Before your first call, complete your Genie setup, and then fire up your marketing system."
All right, let's go ahead and do that.
Let's fire up the marketing system.
First thing. Let's start out with your setup.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick look at that. And by the way, if I don't have the email in my basket, it's not a problem because I've got a button on this screen here that you're going to see soon. So go ahead and open that up.
Okay, it says before your first call, set up your Genie.
All right. Now I want to point out a couple of things. I like getting people off to a fast start. And so, we can typically get them to make a first call or two on the very first day. So go ahead and click on your first call. These are the critical things you have to do to get this going. And it says log in to your online office. Okay. And you click on that and watch what happens.
Boom, I'm in my online office.
Right. We don't get you lost. We don't have to say, that's up there where the gal's looking in the top right. Takes you right in there. And then it'll say on the top left, click your monthly subscription. We know how to do that. And then on the next one, we set up maintenance, so we activate your Genie. And then we have the video. If you look on that email, or on that page there's a link to the video. Shows you how to do it. And then we even test the system. So let's say we've got them all set up here. And then the next step, it says when you have time, set up ClickBank. I don't like getting people too caught up in that right now because they want to get off to a fast start, and we want them to do that. We can have them do it that evening or something of this nature, and then we start marketing.
Okay,
but we can
just
go
click
back
on Start Marketing.
And this is what we're going to do next.
Fire up your marketing system at InternetPlanB/biz.
Right.
You may click there.
If you click on that, we can get there either from the email or from this right here. Now that's going to show you the system I've been using to do this whole thing. Let me give you a little tour of this. On the left side, you've got the 3 pictures of the 3 pages in the system. The system's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Step 1, we get them in front of the computer to watch the video. Step 2, we get them in front of the computer for the Genie. Step 3, we set them up to where they can do what we just did, 1, 2, 3. Plus the pages, Step 2 and Step 3 are just 1, 2, 3. And so, Doug, why don't we go ahead and do this? If you will press on either of the pictures there, you'll watch what happens. It should open up a new tab for you.
Okay.
You see that? That's so you can follow along. Because as you demonstrate this, you say, well, what are they seeing here? And you can just click on that, and that takes you there. The next thing you see, Step 1, Step 2, Step 3, that's where we actually send the emails. If you just click on that, that's all you have to do. The other thing, if you click on, let's say, what do I say? Step 1, what do I say?
Okay, what do I say? First
that
call.
That opens up, how do you make your first call to a close friend? Get them close to the computer. If you look, this has the complete script that I use word for word. Now you can alter this a little bit, but certain things are critical. Also, it's got a sample recording that you can play there of an actual phone call. And you're going to see more and more of this as I get questions from people. Again, real world system, School of Hard Knocks. As I get questions, we get them answered, and I've got a real slick technology where I can update this very, very quickly. And so everything you need to do, we had somebody today that got on this system and used it and said, I was just reading word for word what was going on here, and I got 5 for 5 watching the video.
That's pretty good.
And she said 3 of them, yeah, 5 for 5 watching the video, and 3 of them wouldn't even talk to me before. And that happened just this morning, and she got the system last night. So it works. Now let's look at, why don't you go ahead there and you put your phone number in, put your own email.
Okay, got that all done.
And you can put your own first name in there and repeat your email and hit Save Form.
their first name, and then, okay, so I put in my phone number and email, and then it says their first name, so this would be like my prospect's first name?
Well, you know, I forgot to do one thing. I bet it still says John Wrestler on there, doesn't it?
It does, John Wrestler.
Yes. We can't have that. Click on that. Let's make it your system now. Click on John Wrestler.
All right.
And let's change the name. What is your text name, your text member ID that you use? You don't have to have your number. What is that?
Well, my number is 95840. Graham DS is my name.
Well, 95. What is that again? 95.
95840. But I'll use my text name.
Put that in.
Test that out.
Go ahead and put either one in there.
Look at that. I used my text name and it found me.
There you go. Now the system's customized for you and it'll remember you. So when you put your phone number and email and everything in there this time, it'll keep it for you. It always keeps your phone number and email. And it'll take as many people as use the computer. So if you have, you know, a husband-wife team working the system, when the husband's logged in, it keeps his phone number, his email, and the last person he sent an email to, because the next step is there. When the wife comes in, same thing there. It's very, you know, it's very productive there. So why don't you go ahead now and put your phone, your email, and their first name and their email, and let's send yourself an email and watch how the system works.
So after I clicked OK, now it says sent to Sheila at dgraham@rustrategic.net.
There you go.
So it confirms, it does a confirmation that the email was sent.
Right, and it shows that right on the confirmation line down there. So you know that was sent.
Cool.
And now go to your, did you send one to yourself?
Yes, I did.
So if you go to your email right now, you can see how that is customized. Go ahead and open that up.
There it is. Now, I did go to my junk mail.
Well, that's all right. You're not
just
alone on that.
Switch it over. Okay.
And there you go. And you see that it says it's from you, it's from your phone number, and if they click on the return, it'll email back to you.
Okay. And what happens when they click on that Internet Plan B? What does my front end system do? Anything special?
Well, let's go ahead and click on that. Click on Internet Plan B and watch what happens.
All right. I just clicked on it. And I go back to my other system.
Mm-hmm.
I can find that screen. It says video sent to Sheila. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So you're actually clicking on your email, right?
Right. And now I clicked on my email. Now it said, did it send an email to my other mailbox?
Whatever mailbox you sent that to. But what you need to do when you open up your email, click on Internet Plan B from your email. And so be my eyes for me, because I'm not able to see what you're doing.
I clicked on the Internet Plan B from my email,
mm-hmm.
and then that brought up the Internet Plan B site. And then I click on the video.
Invited by? Welcome to the video.
It says invited by Doug Graham. Cool. I hope everybody saw that. It said invited by Doug Graham instead of before that was saying invited by John Wrestler. That's pretty slick, John.
There you go. Now you are in business.
So I'm in business.
At this point, what I do is say, go ahead.
I'm in business operating the system and everything that I'm actually seeing both sides of it here. I'm seeing me as the person sending these emails and me as a person who received the email. And it's intelligent on both sides.
Right. And you're live, and you are in business, and it's going to work as well for you as it does me, and you're ready to go. And so we've gone from first presentation to getting to the Genie demo, to getting all your questions answered, to automatically filling out the app, automatically correctly downloading the right Genie for you and everything like that, to where you are trained to use the system. And so all you have to do, Doug, is you click on what do I say and read exactly word for word, and that's what we have people doing. Do you happen to know of anybody right now that you could get a hold of that you want to try this out.
Fantastic. I can think of a few people that I could try this out on.
All right, well, why don't we go ahead and give them a quick call, and I'll be on the phone with you in a three-way call, and you just listen to me do this. The way I do it is this way, Doug. I help you build your business while you watch, and I'll take you through the first couple of them. And pretty soon you're going to see that I just do the same thing, exactly the same way. You're going to say, you know, if I could get that John Ressler off the phone, I'd do all right with this thing. And that means you're trained, and then you're ready to do the same thing with others. How's that sound for a system?
Fantastic. I love it. I really appreciate it. John, that is fantastic. Like I say, I can hear some applause from the audience. You showed a lot of major things. A system that is very reproducible, that people don't have to think about all the things that they need to say. They can just follow what you've already told them to say. You're giving them tools that are fantastic. They're going to make it very easy for people to do the downloads and very easy for people to communicate the elements of the system without that individual having all the knowledge, because you've kind of put it all together in a nice package. Thank you. Really appreciate that.
Well, you're welcome, and you're welcome, and it works too. The very first person to get this was somebody who said, you know, I'm really enticed by this business. He'd seen the video. He said, but I am absolutely the world's worst when it comes to using a computer. I know nothing about it. I said, well, I've got a solution for you. You can be my guinea pig here if you don't mind. I sent him this system here. As I started to describe it to him, he said, you know, I've already sent myself 2 emails. And that guy, that's just this last weekend. And he is, I guess, putting in his 11th person, you know, or something tonight. And so he's going to be power distributor in 1 week. It works.
Fantastic.
So that's it.